Hey, Jay here. We've got an inside look at this project motocross action bike. It's a YZ 250F. 14 and 15 are pretty much the same bike. One of the best 250s out there. It's winning most of the shootouts. And so we're going to give you an inside look at everything we've done to this bike. Most of the time I tend to go with big bores. I like to do that because it gives a lot more torque, easy to bolt on, and cheap mod. In this case we wanted to stay legal in legal racing, and for like B class, let's say, or A class for those types of racers. So we went with that approach, went with a high-end builder. We're going to give you an inside look at everything we did on this motocross action project bike. So for this project bike, we went with Twisted Development. Jamie Ellis is the owner and the main builder there, and has years of experience building race motors. And he built motors for the Rockstar Suzuki team and then on with KTM and so forth. So now he's on his own, building his own engines, and he builds high-performance engines. This YZ 250F has all the bells and whistles as far as high-performance standard bore mod. Has a Vortex ignition matched up with his porting. And in this case, he actually has dual injector setup. That's a very high-end setup. To add an injector to a bike is asking a lot. Has a different intake, special piston, got the hot cam stage 1 cams that he's degreed in, all kinds of cool parts that he's worked with to make some serious power. So for this build, the cycloplastic is a real performance enhancement. It actually is able to intake a lot more air, which is what this motor wants, and a lot of motors want more air. So when you do that, you're able to change the plastic out, and it actually increases the airflow. There's a little bit of work to doing it, not too bad, pretty easy install. We also removed the backfire screen. There's a couple different ways of doing that. You can grind out the stock one, which is a bit risky, or Twin Air has a cage that you can bolt in to take care of the backfire screen. Factory Connections tackled the suspension for us to make sure this thing can really handle optimally for what we're looking for. Tusk wheels are a great value and look amazing in these new white and black colors. For added protection, we have the Cycra skid plate, which blocks the hoses and the engine very well. Works Connection radiator braces provide good protection, help you finish out a moto. And of course the FMF pipe's what we set up this motor to be matched up with perfectly. All right, so we're going to get out with Motocross Action tomorrow and see what they think of this thing. This bike has about 8 more horsepower than stock and about 3 more foot-pounds of torque. And so that's pretty massive for a stock bore bike mod. Pretty good increase. And of course, the more increase you get, the more it costs. So in this case, not everyone can afford to do this, but it's a cool looking bike. And I think Motocross Action is going to be pretty impressed with this thing. So we'll see what they think tomorrow at the track.
Jamie Ellis here with Twisted Development Racing, out here at Milestone Motocross Park, Southern California, doing a motocross action test with the all-new 2015 YZ 250F. Twisted Development Racing just came out with a second injector kit. Utilizes the Vortex ECU. It's been a really fun build working with this motocross action bike, and we're really excited to let you guys see the results. To learn more about Twisted Development Racing parts, head on over to td-racing.com for news and updates.
Hi, my name's Evan. I'm here representing Factory Connection. Today we're working on a 15 YZ 250F. We try to build good progression into the setting to make it comfortable for the bumps, square edges, track well, bring better balance to the bike. It's known for being a little bit stink buggish in stock form, and achieve all that without having to sacrifice on bottoming resistance.
What's going on? Daryl Eklund here, Motocross Action Magazine. I just got done with this hot cams Factory Connection Twist Development YZ 250F. Right off the bat, I was pretty impressed. I was wheeling a lot. It got a lot of traction to the rear wheel, and it pulled through the corners. I didn't have to shift short. I didn't have to short shift or anything like that. So the motor and suspension really were a good package together, and overall, I'm really happy with the bike.
Hey, that's a wrap on our Motocross Action YZ 250F build. It was a long, hot day, but it was pretty fun. We were out there with all the guys from Motocross Action. We had Jody out there, Austin riding, Daryl riding, John Basher shooting photos, Travis shooting video. So a good group of guys, had a blast. Evan at Factory Connection came out and helped us with the clickers, and it came out really well. They were real happy with the suspension. And the only thing we did on the motor during that day was switch to a 48 tooth rear sprocket. Stock is 50, so that really helped broaden it. The bike makes so much more power than stock. We're able to go down. On a 250F, that's pretty rare to do. So Jamie really hit it out of the park with this Twisted Development engine. So really fun project, great bike, Most of the products here you can get at RockyMountainATVMC.com.